So, what is linear regression? Imagine you have a bunch of points on a graph that roughly form a straight line. Linear regression helps us to find this line. So, it is used to mainly predict a numerical value like the price of a house based on one or more input values like the size of the house. So, linear regression finds the best fit line that minimize the difference between the predicted values and the actual value. Let's take an example for linear regression predicting exam score. So we have a scenario. Imagine you want to predict students exam score based on the number of hours they study. So you collect the data, plot the points on a graph, hours studies versus exam scores. Okay, so draw a straight line that fits the point. This line helps predict exam score based on the number of hours studied. So next one is linear classification. So what is linear classification? Think of having two groups of things and you want to draw a straight line between them to separate them. Okay, so used when we want to categorize things into two groups like spam or not spam emails. How it works, it find a line or a hyperplane in higher dimensions, okay, that best separate the group based on certain features. Let's take an example of spam or not spam. For example, suppose you receive emails and you want to classify कि कौन सी उनमें से spam है और कौन सी नहीं है. So linear regression basically tells you you could use linear classification to draw a line of on a graph. So जहाँ पे एक side पे spam होगी and on the other side which is represent this not spam emails. Okay, so this line जो है वो help करेगी categorize करने में new emails based on certain features like the frequency of specific words who categorize into spam or not spam. So here we have two types of linear classification. So linear separable and non-linear separable. We will discuss it later. So now we will move on to logistic regression. What is logistic regression? So it's a bit misleading. Despite the name, logistic regression is used for classification, not regression. Okay, so linear classification की तरह it's used to when we want to categorize thing into two groups. Okay, instead of predicting a numerical value directly, logistic regression predict the probability that an instance belong to a